Welcome to today's, let's see, operation logs. Okay, let's see. Oops, there we go. Welcome to today's Mystic Monday. Happy Monday to you. I am Sahar from House of Pull, and today we are going to be taking an energetic snapshot, what we always do. Take an energetic snapshot, put it on the table via tarot, and then we're going to talk about it. Okay? So let's see. Wait, it's giving me a little. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. So we're going to do that. We're going to put it out on the table. We're going to talk about it and then see, you know, what comes out. All right. Anything that you have in your mind and in your heart, I want you to keep it there as we are doing this so that something can come up that resonates with you. Okay, love bugs? All right. We're going to start with our deep breaths. We're going to count out. We're going to come into the moment that is beyond space and time. Okay? Love you. Let us begin. Taking your slow, deep breaths, allowing yourself to come into the moment that is beyond space and time. And as you take your deep breaths, allowing yourself to be open to the divine messages and healings that are here for you today, easily and effortlessly, letting go, letting go, letting go. Connecting with the collective, calling forth the full force of source within me, my spiritual guides, guardian angels, and ancestors. Connecting with the collective, specifically the collective that will be watching this video, here to give them the divine healing and messages that they need in order to merge into their daily lives so that they too can live to their fullest potential within this lifetime. We love you, we love you, we love you. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you for all that you do and have done, seen and unseen, heard and unheard. And let us begin. Okay. Okay, so let's do it. Let's see what is, in the words of Abraham Hicks, let's get tuned in, tapped in, turned on. See what happens. Easily and effortlessly. Ooh. Shout out to my 1-2 family. Mark, Serena, Kat, Terry. All right, easily and effortlessly. Here's the message for the collective, specifically the collective. Ooh. All right, we got the sword, the Queen of Swords. We have the Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. We have, here we go. Hello, Mike. We have the Queen of Swords reverse. We have the 3 of Pentacles reverse. And we also have the King of Swords reverse. Okay, we got some mental stuff going on here. Okay, let's see what else we can pull out easily and effortlessly for today. What is the... All right. We have the 2 of Wands. Easily and effortlessly. We also have the Fortune card. Okay, 2 of Wands. Hi, Gracie. How you doing, baby? So we got some things we're thinking of, and we got the Wheel of Fortune, darlings. Okay, so we have some luck coming our way. We have some karmic things or cyclic things happening. And, you know, we just had that lunar eclipse yesterday. So for a lot of people, whether you felt it right before or you're feeling it now or right after or coming up soon, we are going to be dealing with things, as my sister likes to say, things getting eclipsed out of your life, things being taken out of your life. So anything that is being pulled from your life, do not chase it. Remember, we don't chase, we align every day. We don't chase, we align every day. If it's being pulled out of your life, let it be pulled out of your life. And see, oh, thank you, Gracie. And see why and tap into maybe why that's happening. Don't fight it, okay? Whatever it is, do not fight whatever is being taken from you. Maybe you were already getting the nudge for it to be let go, and then you haven't let go. So then the universe said, you know what? I'm going to take this out. Hi, Eddie. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we're in a vulnerable position because we are having things being taken from us, or it could be sudden. It could have been something that you already had a hunch about. Oh, I got to cover this for YouTube. Sorry, guys. Something we could have had a hunch about. Okay, this is the star card. Okay, which means she is in a, oh, thank you, love bug, which means that you are in a vulnerable position. But guess what? It's to a new beginning. It's part of your evolutionary process. Okay? When we're seeing that card, I have that song, I'm wishing on a star. Okay? We're wishing in a star. That thing that we ask for to come into our life. Remember, I don't chase, I align every day. We ask for certain things, we pray for certain things. So, what has to happen? When that happens, the universe, source, God, whatever you want to call it, the force, begins to move things to put us in alignment. That means some things have to be moved out the way, right? And either you're going to let it go or the universe is going to pull it from you, okay? But when this loss or this thing that is being taken from you is happening, whether it just happened, it's about to happen, it is going to put you in a vulnerable state. I talked about this last week. It could be a thing where, it makes you sad because you didn't want it to be pulled out of your life. But that's okay, because when you're in a vulnerable state, it puts you in a place where there is, and I talked about this last week, it is a place of least resistance, okay? And when you're in a place of least resistance, what happens? That means it's easier for the things that you have requested and you've asked for, and those things that to put you in alignment with the things that you've asked for. See, I told you. The Magician. All right, as above, so below. You're commanding it in. Okay, it puts you in a vulnerable position so that you have least resistance. So those things that you have asked to come in, and it also makes space for those things to come in. Okay, easily and effortlessly. All right. We got the Judgment card underneath the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so there could have been some type of collaboration or some type of thing that you were working with someone or a partnership or something like that that did not go through, or it fell through, or you know what I'm saying? So, all right. So the Judgment call, that didn't go through. All right. Which could lead to you be disappointed because you really wanted that to happen. But don't worry about it. There's something better coming. Okay. Don't worry, we got the Magician card. So you're manifesting, okay? Just remember, you're manifesting. Things are being cleared out so that things can be brought in. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We got that rabbit right there, which is for good luck. But what is good luck? Being in alignment, okay? Everything aligning for you, all right? She is in control. She is nurturing herself. Excuse me. This is an earth sign, okay? So we're learning how to build form, bring things into form, bring things into matter at a mastery level, okay? We're healing. We're taking a look at the thing or things that we lost and thinking about what it is that we have to, how it is that we want to move forward. We've made a choice, or we're about to make a choice. Look, there are 2 wands here. All right, about how we want to move forward. All right, he has the world in his hands. Why? Because you are the magician. You are creating your world. You are being responsible and creating your world. So there's a decision about which path you're going to take, all right, as you create your world. And look, he's holding on to one, okay? He's making that choice, all right, which path to go down. All right, we are healing and also taking a look at, the things that he learned from the past, right? And taking those lessons and seeing how he can move forward. All right. Healing from past wounds. All right. Usually if it's this way, that's that feeling of being backstabbed, mentally drained from thinking about how someone hurt you or you feeling backstabbed. But being that this is upside down, these are falling out. So we're in a state of healing. Okay. And it could have been something or someone close to you, but that's okay. Once again, in a state of healing. We got the 5 of Cups. 5 is what? The number of change, right? Changes. All right, but it is upside down. Okay? Whereas this one says that you're focusing on the negative things or whatever. I said you're healing, right? So we flip that upside down. What does that mean? You've turned around. Floop. You're turned around and now you're focusing on, you've allowed yourself to grieve. You're allowing yourself to let go of those things. Okay, see this water? That's your emotions flowing. Okay, you allowed yourself to be vulnerable. You're allowing those things and to release the emotions that you feel in reference to these things that you have lost. But because this is upside down, that means we're turning around and we're putting our focus on the things that are positive, on the things that are going well for us and in our lives. And then using that energy and that frequency to take us over the bridge. See this bridge here? To take us over the bridge to the thing that we wish to bring into our lives, to what it is that we want to create in our lives, right? That form. Okay? Good job. All right? Boom. See? Page of Pentacles, right? So that's starting. That's him picking a path, saying how we're going to move forward. Okay, now that thing is out of our lives. We're going to mourn it. We're going to let it go. We're not gonna fight it. We're gonna heal from it. We're gonna heal from it. And then we're gonna pick our path and see how we want to move forward. We're gonna start taking a look, because the page is the student. So it's taking a look at something, whether it's a new thing, you're looking at something new, or you're looking at something that you've been working on in a new way. Okay? Easily and effortlessly. And remember, you do have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is just like you're coming at a place or a cycle of release, okay? Ebb and flow, just like an ocean. It's an ebb and a flow, okay? So the moving outward energy is the giving, but it's also the releasing. The pulling in energy is the receiving energy, all right? Easily and effortlessly. What is it that you want to pull in? All right. We do have the Lover's card that comes up. Let me see how I can cover this. I'm going to have to put things on here. We have the Lover's card coming up. It is upside down. So once again, that is going underneath that partnership. Remember I said the partnership or some type of collaboration that fell through. Okay. Easily and effortlessly. But if it fell through for a reason. Once again, see, we're healing from that. I'm so proud of you for allowing yourself to heal from that. All right? So you can move forward. See, you're getting the World card. And because you're allowing yourself to do that, what does that mean? The World card is what? Going to the next level. All right? We got the cycles going, and it's like, okay, we're going to hit this cycle. Okay, when we align at this point, let's see if they're ready to move to the next level. Boom, here's some things that they're going to go through. I hate to say test. I don't like to say test. But certain experiences, let's see how they handle this experience, if they're even ready for the next level. Okay? There's certain things that you need to have or to build energetically in order to move to the next levels. All right, what does Meek Mill say? There's some levels to this, okay? There's some levels to this, okay? You ready? Are you ready for that next level? You don't want to go to the next level and then not be prepared and then be there like, holy crap, I have no clue. That's why when we're talking about spiritual development, it doesn't happen overnight, because when it happens too fast, people go into psychosis and they can't handle it. That's why it's like they give us a moment by moment, deep breaths and baby steps. They give a little bit at a time as you move up. If you so choose, because you ain't got to choose. You can be asleep. You can stay asleep. Okay? 5 of Swords. Healing from some type of negative action. Okay? Some type of negative action, being healed from some. But 5, remember, is the number of change. What did you learn from it? Squabble. That 5 again. It's all about the change. So whatever happened, I remember last week I kept feeling like squabbling energy. So I wonder if anybody came across any of that squabbling energy. Okay. All right. Disconnect, squabbling energy. But like I said, it's 5s. 5s, change is friction. Okay, the change is forcing you, the friction is forcing you to change. All right, when something with the phoenix, okay, the phoenix rising from out the fire, that's friction. A butterfly coming out of the cocoon, that's friction. Okay, to get to that point, it's friction. All right, it's not always the easiest thing, easily and effortlessly. But just know that you're moving in the right direction, booba. You are moving in the right direction. And as you move through this, you begin to know, and then you begin to understand, because you begin to reap the rewards over time. As you begin to follow the light and you begin to trust in the process becomes easier and easier. Okay, the hits don't hit as hard because you understand what's happening. It's like, oh, all right, I know what's happening here. Let me see, what am I supposed to learn here? How can I grow? How can I evolve? All right, let me take that lesson in. Let me take that learning in. Am I supposed to shift my perspective here? Okay, let's shift the angle. Let's shift the perception. I mean, perspective of my perception, That's right. And that thing that we desire, bringing it in, that passion. Okay. Learning to change where we need to change, shifting where we need to shift. And of course, yes, auntie, it leads to ultimate fulfillment. That's the 10 of Cups, baby. It's not just the 9 of Cups, it's the 10 of Cups. So that not only are you ultimately fulfilled because you want to fill your own cup. You not only are you ultimately fulfilled, but you have so much that your cuppeth overfloweth. Okay? Your cuppeth overfloweth. This is what we want. Hi, Ahmad. Okay? We're building structure. All right? It's the Emperor card. Okay? It's the Emperor card. All right, but it is reversed. So you're still going to be, even because you are in this vulnerable position, and it is the path of least resistance. Remember, we're in this Pisces thing too, so there is, Pisces is no boundaries. No boundaries. Okay? But we're working with that Virgo energy, which is boundaries, right? So learning that balance of where to have fluidity, right? But also understanding that we need to provide a structure for the water, okay? Shout out to Indonesia. All right, the Knight of Wands, okay? So really beginning to take action on the thing that you desire and learning how to become a master at what it is that you want to bring into manifestation, what it is that you want to form. Okay? We got the Moon card in reverse. Okay, the Moon card in reverse. So there could be some hidden things that we aren't going to be made aware of at this point, but they will soon come to light over time. Okay? A lot of times what source, what the universe and source wants us to do is to learn how to feel our way through certain situations. That's why we had the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords coming up. Okay? Reversed. So it's like they want you to learn how to feel intuitively through certain situations. Okay? Minus get the mind chatter. Okay? All right? All right, let's see what else we have here. Easily and effortlessly. Let's go into here. So we got a lot of fives, a lot of emotions going on, a lot of shifting. Like we're in a cyclic cycle of release. And how quickly this moves forward really depends on you and your ability to really release and let go. Okay? All right, see, we got the Two of Wands again. Okay, making that choice of which path. Do you want to stay and hold on? Or do you want to move forward on down the path? Okay. You have a choice. There's always a choice, Booba. There's always a choice. Okay, suffering in silence. We had this last week. So it's like that sudden thing coming through, unexpected. Ta-ta. We didn't expect that to come through. It's causing us some pain or some suffering because it was unexpected. We thought something was going to turn out a certain way, but then it didn't. Okay? So learning to slowly but surely not do this. Not suffer in silence. See, he has no clue. Her mate has no clue that she's back here suffering in silence. Okay? Make sure, I always tell people, make sure, it's okay to go through the process of grieving and letting go. But if you need to talk to somebody, please use your resources and talk to people, okay? It's so important. It's also part of the process, Booba. All right, King of Swords. Getting in control of those intrusive thoughts. Okay, so we don't have to suffer in silence. All right, this is part of your healing process. This is what's going to be helping you lead through this because you're deciding to take this on because that thing that happened is putting you in a place of sadness or suffering. And it's going to give you the opportunity to practice the self-mastery of learning how to control those thoughts. And in learning how to control those thoughts is going to help you with your healing journey. Okay. All right. See, we got the Justice card. Source came through like, what? Okay. We ain't doing that. We ain't anything that needs to be taken out. We're not dealing with that. We're taking it out. We're cleaning space. We're making room. Ba-bam. Okay. As they say, rejection is protection. Okay, easily and effortlessly. See, that way you can move forward. It's putting you in a position of moving forward. And this is a Chariot. And the Chariot is a 7 card. 7 is the number of introspection. Okay. Doing the inner work. All right. So that you can pull the reins in of those thoughts. Pull it in. Learn how to control them. And then you decide what direction you want your chariot to go. Okay? You decide, Booba. See? Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun. And I say, okay? The sun is coming. All right? We got the sun, which is clarity. Remember I said because of that hidden thing that we're not going to be able to see? We're going to get the clarity with the sun. However, in order to do that, we're going to have to not suffer in silence. Go through the grieving process, but not suffering in silence. Use the help that you have around you. Use your resources. All right? We're going to learn how to master and control those, get rid of those intrusive thoughts and learn how to control our thoughts. Okay? We're going to pick a path. We're going to take responsibility for how we choose to pull in the reins of our thoughts. And that clarity is going to come easily and effortlessly. Whatever the universe did, it was all for the highest good for us. Whatever was taken out was all for the highest good of us. And in that, once you understand that, you will have the mental breakthrough. Once again, leading to more clarity. Okay. All right. See the Magician again. Bippity boppity boop. Okay. Because you're having that mental breakthrough, that clarity's coming in. Now you're going to be able to decide even more so with greater clarity in what direction and what way that you choose to move forward. Okay? We're no longer being the 2 of Swords where we don't know which way to look and we're not looking at what it is that we don't want to look at. We're saying, you know what? I'm looking. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to take responsibility for my part. I'm going to forgive whoever I need to forgive. I'm going to release whatever I need to release because I'm trying to go over here. And ain't nobody going to stop me from getting over there. Nothing. Okay? Nothing and nobody and no one will stop me. I'm trusting in the process. I understand that things were pulled out for a reason. All right? I'm going to dance like nobody's watching because I know the universe is watching. All right? I'm going to count my blessings and keep it pushing, partner. Ooh, see? Keep it pushing, partner. King of Wands. You creating, baby. Focused. Focused. Look at that. The phoenix rising from the ashes. Rising from the grief. Rising from the disappointment. The clarity coming in. Look at that focus. Boom. There's where I'm trying to go. This is where I'm pointing the energy in the direction of the energy to go. Bam. Look at that. Right? This is what we're doing. This is where we're going. I declare, King of Coins, manifesting it. Building a great foundation. This bad boy that I'm manifesting is going to be something. Ew. It's going to be something. Okay? And I got the power of Source. I got the power of my non-physical team with me. Okay? We taking a leap of faith because I trust in the process. I know it ain't going to be easy to go from one world to the next world. Remember, because we have that world card, so we're jumping through to the next level. It may not be easy on that next level, but I know how powerful I am. I know that I've gotten through a many of things. I know that I'm going to look at things from a higher perspective. I know that I'm going to take all the lessons that I learned from the old world into this new world, and they're going to help me get through all of this to get to here. And I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm ready for the next level. And ain't nobody gonna stop me. And it's gonna come in whoosh. Just like that. Knight of Swords. The fastest knight. Okay? The gates are gonna, floodgates are gonna whoof. You ready? Whoo. You ready? You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for that? You got to get through this part. Okay? Once you get through this part, then you're ready. And the universe says, she's ready. Ah, whoosh. The door's open. The floodgates come in. Okay? I know you're going to be scared. And we're going to be watching those intrusive thoughts all around you. You feel like you're in a cave and imprisoned. Yes. It may start off like this, but know and understand these are all mental things keeping you locked in that cave, boo-bah. Because once you move all this out the way, clack, 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 the clarity comes and look, it's right there. There's nothing, there's no gates, there's nothing that's so separating you from in the cave to out to whatever it is that you want and you desire, but your own thoughts. Your own fear, your own thoughts. Look, look. You can go right on out there. There's nothing holding you in. Go on in. But it takes time. Okay? It takes time. Yeah, you got to walk away. Whatever it is that you emotionally put in, time to walk away. What's the song? Now walk it out. Now walk it out. Okay? You might do a sad walk out, walk out. But you're walking out, okay? Walk, if you can walk in, even better if you can walk it out. Even though you said, walk it out, okay? Because you're understanding and you're trusting in the process. And look, Source hasn't led me this straight thus far. Whenever I follow the nudges, I'm highly rewarded. Okay? Look at that. I'm going to follow the inner light. I'm going to follow my intuition. I'm going to trust in the process. All right. 8 is what? The number of self-mastery, boo-bahs. Self-mastery. 4 of Wands. Celebration. Celebration. Stability. Okay? We're celebrating. Why? Because you took the walk. Even though you invested a whole lot emotionally, you were disappointed because the thing didn't go through. Guess what? Well, bam! Celebration. You're going to get your reward, darling. Your reward. Yes, you're going to have to go into hermit mode for a little bit. Dig a little deep. Sort things out. All right? Connect. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You're supposed to be connecting anyway. That vulnerable state is going to really put you in a place to fully connect with Source. Okay, 6C, I keep telling you. And when you feel 6 of Wands, it's a celebration. It's a celebration. Look at you. Okay? Celebrate it, booba. That's on the other side. Now you gotta crawl through the mental stuff. You gotta crawl and then get up and walk, okay? And dance through the mental and emotional stuff. All right? All right, you're gonna have to feel your way through it. Then we got that Queen of Swords again. You're gonna have to feel your way through it. Not think your way through it. You're gonna have to feel your way through it. But you got this. I know you scared. You felt left out in the cold. But what this is saying to you is, baby, keep the faith. Baby, number 5, it's just to force you, to push you to change. Where I need you to shift, baby. I need you to shift, and you ain't shifted, so I got to get you to shift. You ain't left all alone. No need to be scared. I got you. No need to hold on. Let it go. Let it go. I got grander flowers for you, boo-bye. I need you to look at this from a higher perspective, baby. I need you. I'm looking up here. I'm watching you. I'm protecting you. I got these flowers for you. But, baby, I need you to let them coins go. Let them coins go. Okay? Let it go. Be in this mode. Empress mode. Abundance, boo-bye. Look at all those flowers. Look what happened. She's connected. She's in alignment. She's at number 3. Number 3 is what? The number of what? Creation. Creation, baby. All right? Queen of Wands. Charismatic. Like, whoa. Like, I got this. This is where we're leading to, boo-bye. This is a direction and the energy that you are going to be leading yourself to. When you pull in the reins of those thoughts and you're shifting that direction of the energy, this is where we're talking about. That charismatic Queen of Wands, that magnificent leaning back and being in receiving mode of the Empress, celebrating your wins because you walked away. You did the hard work. You walked away. You did the healing. You got control of those thoughts. Okay? You made a choice. No, excuse me. You got control of those thoughts. In came the clarity. In came the mental breakthrough. You're making choices because you did make a choice, actually, because they're telling me no. That choice did come. So that choice was there because the choice was to heal. The choice was to pull in the reins because you had to make that choice in even in order to get to the other part. Okay? Each process, each point is see? Judgment card. That clarity. Each time you make a decision and move forward and let go and clear the space and grab control of your thoughts. Okay? Trust in the process. More and more clarity, which helps you with a decision. Okay? All right? Letting go of the vices. Look away, Libby. All right? Letting go of the fear. No more fear. We're focusing on what it is that we want so that the real thing will appear. What we want. This is what we want. I love a little birdie one day. I'd love a little birdie one day. I love a little birdie. I love a little birdie. I'm so happy. I'm thankful for my little birdies. And then here comes the real deal, baby. Yes. The birdie's like, I'm here, my love. I'm here. That thing that you wanted, I'm here, my love. I'm here. Okay? Don't fret, my pet. Let's see what the ancestors have to say. Let's get tuned in, tapped in, turned on. Easily and effortlessly. Tuning into the ancestors. What is that message that you have, collective? Ooh, what is that? Yep, grounding, fierce protection. Told you. You are divinely protected, baby, as you move through this energy. We're going to be grounding what it is that we want to bring in. Get out of that. I say, get out of your mind. Okay? Sorting through stuff. Yep. Fertility, love, learning how to build. You're going to, not build, but that's the Empress energy. Abundance through love, love of self. The rest will come, boo-ba. Ooh, what's jumping out? See? Blessed child again, purity, loss of innocence. Yes, there's something that was lost. Okay, and you're learning to move through that energy. Okay? Agency, independence. Learning how to do that on your own and grow. Building a new neural pathway. Okay? As you're building this new neural pathway, they're correcting me and said, you're already begun to build the new neural pathway. What we're doing is every single time that we learn to trust in the process, we're making and changing our mind and changing our brain and the structure of our brain, because we're following and we're creating a new neural pathway, which will make that branch even stronger. While the other neural pathway of the old habits and the old way of thinking begin to die, we are building and changing our brain by building a new neural pathway that says, yes, I trust in the process. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I'm going to lean back and be in receiving mode. Yes, I know and understand and have the discernment to know when I need to go into masculine mode, okay? Self-actualization. Yes, tapping into oneself, individuality. Yes. Your uniqueness is your superpower, baby. Influence and support. Yes, they got your back. They got your back, baby. Oh, what else came popping out? What? Yep, energy in the cosmos. See, boo-ba? Tapped in. That's 11. What do we say 11 is? 11 is the opportunity for change. It's an opportunity for change, baby, if you so choose. Who's getting on the train of change? Growth, evolution. I will. Hello, sign me up. Okay? Sign me. You ain't got to. You don't got to. Oh, hi. Shout out to my India. Yes. Thank you, baby cakes. Thank you so much for tuning in. I have a huge group of subscribers from India. So shout out to India. I love you guys. Thank you, Love Bug. I appreciate you so much. See, infinity, reinvention, the salamander. Okay? Reinvention, I told you, that new neural pathway, baby. The new neural pathway, preparedness and inner light. Right? That's that going into that hermit mode, finding that inner light. That's that being vulnerable, because the being vulnerable, that star card is forcing you to be vulnerable to go follow that inner light. To follow the inner light, that light. Okay? You're following that inner light, boo-ba. Okay? And it's only every time you do it, it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. It's always been there. But it's like exercising. It's like when you exercise a muscle. It's exercising a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. All right? Third eye, new perspective. Okay? New perspective. Easily and effortlessly. Yep, the bayou. Bayou. Okay, what's that? The bayou. Emotions, manifestation, yes, auntie. All right, we've decided to take. I might have to change that. But basically, pulling in the reins. Yes, Eddie, yes. Pulling in the reins of the things. We're saying, okay, I'm going for the change. I'm going to check in with my emotions. Okay, energy in motion. Okay. I'm going to be aware of them. I'm not going to react. I'm going to respond. I'm going to say, what is this saying about me? Where is this coming from? Why is this coming up? Okay, now if you need to go on and have a conversation or whatever, then you do that with what? Integrity. Yes. Say it again. What? Integrity. Yes. We solve things with integrity. Why? Because we don't like to do damage control, right? Okay. Okay, yes. Rejoicing, faith. Okay? Because I got to have a faith. Okay? Having the faith. Why? Because look at this. Longevity and reliability. Look at what we're building. This is the new neural pathway that we're building, Booba. It's a tree. What does that look like? The neuroreceptors in your brain, don't it? Look how strong that is. This is what we're building in the mind. We're physically going to change the mind, the brain. Okay. All right, let's do our last boom, boom, pow. What time is it? We're 41 in. Let's see what the last boom, boom, pow is, my love bugs. You got this, baby. You ain't alone. Okay, you're not alone, love bugs. All right, limitations inspire innovations. I love this. Is just another phrase I love. Limitations inspire innovations. Hello, get it. Forces you to think outside of the box. Okay. Oh, that thing is gone. Okay, what else are we doing? Okay, we're releasing it. How are we shifting? We created space for something else. What's coming in? Where do we need to be more specific? Okay, soul is on fire. Yes, because you are a master manifester and you're in a state of creation. So watch your thoughts. Watch those thoughts. Watch them. See, creator alchemy. You're learning to alchemize those emotions. Okay, lead your metamorphosis. Lead your change. You. Only you. Now, the source in the universe give you a little push to your angels and your team help you by giving you a little push. Absolutely, on. Okay, they do. Celebrate your wins, booba. Each thing as you're moving through this, each step of the process where you are able and allow yourself to push through and move through and to alchemize, celebrate that. Be like, ooh, she did it. Ooh, he did it. Yes. Okay, and then keep pushing, keep going, baby. Deep breaths and baby steps, okay? Deep breaths and babies. I know I have like 10 million sayings. Okay, shift the way to new potential. Yes, you. Okay, shifting the way to new potential. And of course, my darling, don't ever forget you are the light. You are the light. You better shine. You better shine. Okay. What's this one here? Oh. And this is why, you allow yourself to grieve and you allow yourself to go to the process, but then you have to alchemize it because bliss is worth creating from. You want to create, you got to watch where you're creating from, and you want to make sure that you're creating from a higher frequency so the stuff that you get is of higher quality. Okay? Easily and effortlessly. What we got for the numbers? I am intelligent. Hell yes, you are. You're intelligent. You're smart. Okay, you're brilliant. I am a pioneer. Yep, because you're moving through the frequencies. You're going into the new world. I am creative. Yes, because you're thinking outside of that box. 111. What else we got? 44. I am supported. Told you. Divinely supported. Highly favored. Divinely protected. I am focused. Get focused, right? Get focused. Get focused. See how it's focused? Whoosh. Right. Focus. Get focused. I am focused. Easily and effortlessly. Whoop. I am successful. That's right. Because you're going to be celebrating. How many celebration cards do we get? At least 2 to 3, right? All right. I am unique. Your uniqueness is your superpower. Can't nobody do it like you, boo-boo. 999. I am limitless. Okay. Nothing going to stop you or hold you down. You're going to keep growing. You are adventurous because you're going to get out there and you're going to do what it is. Then create whatever it is that you want to create. Why? Because you are masterful. Okay. Okay, you are a master manifester, boo-bye. You just have to remember and take your power back. Okay? Remind your brain. All right, 3. I am powerful, but I can't make this up, y'all. Pew, 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 pew. 333, I am powerful. Yes, you are. Okay, you just gotta remember, I am adaptable. Changes. Okay, moving through. Back of the deck, I am inspiring. Why? Because everybody, as you move through those energies and everybody's going to be watching you shifting and change, they'll be like, what the hell is she doing? How did she do that? And then guess what? If they so choose, they're going to be you. So that person's going to go bing and turn into somebody like you, but of course in their own energy. And this one, they could choose to stay, and they'll be looking at both of y'all going, ooh, living my best life. I'm trusting in the process. Okay? You're inspiring. You're inspiring. Okay, let's do our bowl. Bowl, troll, bowl. Let's see what number it's gonna be. Okay, 4. Okay, we got our 4. Let's see this one. Come on, love bugs. What do we got? 4. Angels, talk to me now. 1. Talk to me now. 2. 3. Gotta get one from the bottom. 4. Okay, so, aha! You know I'm keeping the faith. Keep the faith, boo-bahs. Look at my chicken scratch. Keep the faith. Told you, gotta keep the faith, boo-bah. Yes, work. Putting in that work. All right, just shift and change. You gotta do the work, boo-bah. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, that clarity. Pow, pow, pow. Okay. E, number 4. Boobas. You saw me just pull this out. Process emotions. Process them emotions. Process those emotions. Okay? Like I was saying last week, if you keep pushing that stuff off or you go into work, right, and try to hide and work yourself through it, eventually it is inevitable that you will need to come back and deal with those emotions. Longer it takes, the more you're causing resistance so that you can move forward. It's going to take longer. And I don't know about you, but I'll be darned if I let anything or anyone get in the way of me going, pew, pew, I'm trying to get to the next level. Be out, be out, be out. Who's with me? Be out, be out. Okay? Did I say it was going to be easy? No. It may or may not. And actually, we're going to call it forward. It's going to be easy. It's going to be effortless. Okay? It's going to be easy. It's going to be effortless. Why? Because I'm trusting in the process and I'm in alignment. It's going to be easy. Say it. It's going to be easy. It's going to be effortless. It's going to be easy. It's going to be effortless. Be proud of yourself. You got this. Being in receive mode. Pull it in, baby. Pull in your blessings, accept your blessings, receive your blessings. Go, 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 go. You got this. All right? And wherever you need to release, release. I release and let go freely, easily, and effortlessly. I release and let go freely, easily, and effortlessly. Just like that. And then you pull in. Give my blessings. Give my blessings. Okay? Get excited. Get excited. It's an opportunity for you to grow. It's an opportunity for you to evolve. It's an opportunity for you to expand at the highest level. And people are going to be watching you. And they're like, how's she doing what she doing? How's he doing what he doing? That's so cool. What is it? They're going from the inside out. So you're going to have to share. Okay? Ain't no fun if you can't share. You're supposed to share. Okay? Sharing is caring. All right? So, end of today's Mystic Mondays, darling. I'm so glad to everyone that showed up. Everyone, whatever country you were in, looks like we had the United States today. We had Indonesia today. We had India today. Shout out. I love you. Global, full effect, Mystic Mondays on the global level. I'm so excited and thrilled to have you all here. I look forward to seeing you this time next Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And shout out to my 1-2 family. Remember, if you want to get a reading one-on-one, look in the description, sign up. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. I'll answer your email, love bugs. And that's the only way I do readings. I'm not reaching out to you to do readings. So if I'm not reaching out to you, that ain't me. Okay? Do not scam and report them because blah, 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 blah. It's only through my website or 1-2-Listen. Okay? That's the only way you'll be able to get with me. I do not reach out. Okay? I love you. 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 Love you. Love you. Love you. Love you so much as you're moving through this. Give yourself a big hug. I'm giving you a big, 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 big hug and lots of kisses. As you move through this energy, I look forward to seeing you next week. Subscribe, share, join, all that stuff. Share this with the people who you think could use this and need this to help elevate them too. You know, we got to share with the elevation. All right. I love you and I appreciate all your love and support. And I look forward to seeing you this time next week, Monday, Mystic Monday. Get through this week. Go get them. Get it strong. Mwah. Love you, boos. Bye.